Oh my gosh, that's 2 days in a row. I'm gonna have to come up with a checklist about me and this sound. Um, wow. Oh boy, how long was I doing that? 5 minutes. We came in at 7:09, so that's been 4 minutes of complete and utter silence. Uh, which is good because I was just sitting over here telling you about my criminal record and how I was trafficking and illicit everything, and the government. I was telling everybody how I was doing it, and but the sound is out. We don't have to go back into it. I'm sure nobody cares anyway. Yeah, I was also saying where all the gold is hidden. My loot, because I buried it in a national park in Brooklyn. But it was mute, so don't even worry about it. Um, I haven't been doing a lot of news following. TV is a wasteland, and they're taking shots on TV. You're not supposed to drink on television, just like you're not supposed to smoke on television either. So you don't see people smoking in interviews, but all of a sudden on late night TV, uh, people would drink, right? Because you didn't know what was in the glass. But they changed all these rules, and now here they are drinking on TV because they're untouchable. Good Lord, Taylor Swift is in the news again. She writes good pop tunes. She wanted to be a pop singer, and she is. New New York City Mayor Eric Adams calls for resiliency against the virus. He's sworn in midnight on New Year's Day. That's interesting. Okay. The president is sworn in on the 20th of January, even though he wins in December. But that's to give you 2 months to get your shit together and get out in the transition period. It's a mark for democracy. Notice the mark of it. It's a mark that no one ever fucking goes any place but him, quite frankly. All the other people are there all the time, and they just get to change the letterhead. Yeah, I don't see anything happening in the news. I might have an unboxing tomorrow on Monday. I bought this air fryer 2 months ago. 2 months ago, about 3 weeks ago. I'm gonna pop it open and we're gonna make some French fries because I love French fries. Yeah, the whole place doesn't make any sense. I was supposed to be on Twitch today, but that's fine. I am on Twitch essentially, but I was gonna game. And I can't game. Uh, Everybody's losing their mind. People getting in everybody's face. So the Colorado truck driver who smashed into those cars, caused that fire, and killed 4 people, and was given a 110-year prison sentence, and outraged everybody, had his sentence commuted to 10 years. Did you read about the latest guy that killed NYPD woman officer and is getting out? Yeah, but you're supposed to get out. I don't know the story, but people act like if you kill a cop, all of a sudden you should never get out of prison. And this just it plays into the bullshit of infallible cops and everything. Look, first of all, don't kill anybody. But the idea of what were the circumstances of this specific thing, um, and how much time did he do? Those two things I want to know. I mean, I don't think he did 6 months and he's getting out. Something tells me he did like 30 years and he's getting out. What's the guy's name? So yeah, I tell you, man, you gotta watch it because the first thing people want you to be is outraged before you get the whole story, and then before you know it, you got heart issues and a stroke because you've been living your life for the last 40 or 50 years, listening to American media, and you're nothing but perpetually outraged. Um, NY. Hmm, let's just put that vagueness up there. 30. Hold it. Is this the right one? March 29th, December 19th, 2021. This must be the one you're talking about. Man who killed first female NYPD officer in the line of duty, released on parole after 36 years. Yeah, 36 years. Yeah. A man who fatally shot a New York City Transit police officer with her own gun. I remember this. In 1984, was quietly released from prison earlier this month by New York State Board of Parole after serving 36 years behind bars. Yeah, okay. 25 years old. Officer Irma Lozada was the first female cop to die in New York City in the line of duty. On the day she was killed, Lozada was working for Transit District 33 in plain clothes, riding the L train in Brooklyn and looking for chain snatchers. Back then, New York City Transit Police Department was a separate agency from the NYPD. And then they had all kind of questions about the transit cops and how they and why she was alone. Yeah, I remember this. The release of the man who shot her, Daryl Jeter, 56, sparked outrage among members of the police benevolence. Of course, they're always outraged. First of all, when the cops kill somebody and there's no gun, they want you to withhold judgment, right? But if it's anything else, they just want you to be, they call you animal, they say all this wild shit. They want you to be hung in front of the courthouse. They say all this wild shit. So when you tell me any police benevolent association says XYZ, I always take it with a grain of salt. I have yet to hear them say anything fair minded. Yeah, it says her name was Irma Lozada, was the first female cop to die in New York City. Oh, I don't, I guess I could put this up on a share, right? Yeah, Irma Lozada. He did 36 years. How old is he? 56. So he was 20 when he did this thing. Yeah, yeah, I don't, look, the cops always want you to lock them up and throw away the key and then never look into anything they do. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Um, but, this is the tragic stupidity of being young. I grew up with some of these people, just kind of like you do shit that will cost you 40 years of your life, right? When you're 19 and 20, his whole life is gone. Her whole life is gone too. 25-year-old young lady, right? It's sad. Um, so what, you think they're gonna let him out? He's gonna start gang banging and doing it. He's 50. Yeah, let him out. Sparked outrage among members of the police of Benevolence who noted Lozado's murder was a tragic piece of New York City history. Yeah, because she was the first woman to die. The first black cop to die in the line of duty is unsolved because it happened in, I want to say, 1912, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows who did it, but that's the way it works, right? Um, and here's another argument you could make. It took like 1980. You know what I mean? Jeter is at least the 23rd cop killer released by the parole board in under 2 years. The union wrote in a statement Sunday morning. On September 21st, 1984, which was Jeter's 19th birthday, on his birthday, Lozado and her partner reportedly saw Jeter snatch a chain from someone's neck on the L line in Brooklyn at the Wilson Avenue stop. Lozado and her partner started chasing the thief, and the two cops became separated. Lozado caught up with Jeter on her own, and she was shot twice in the head with her police issued gun during the struggle that followed. That doesn't make any sense. I get during the struggle that followed, she was shot in the head. But what was shooting her in the head twice for? All right, see, two shots to the head tells me maybe he shouldn't have got out at all. That sounds like you like was it the first one could be desperation in 19 and you do 35 years in jail and you get out. The second bullet sounds like premeditated murder of a policeman, right? So maybe he shouldn't have gotten out. Lozado during the struggle followed her. Her body wasn't found for 3 hours, recovered in the tall weeds and garbage of a vacant lot in Bushwick. First female Copperfield was paroled in early December. Derek Jeter did 36 years in prison. Lozado, 25, was transit officer in plainclothes. She chased him after chain snatching 1994. Later found in weeds with two gunshots to the head. Jeter was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 32 and a half years to life in prison. He was rejected for parole at least twice before winning his freedom early December. Um, yeah, you get parole once a year. 32, 33, 34. Right? The release of her killer is a blow to every cop who puts her life on the line to stop criminals from preying on the innocent New Yorkers. See, this is the pablum that they're fucking talking about. You know? Yeah, I mean, uh, the PBA President Patrick Lynch in Union statement said on Sunday, we continue to urge Governor Kathy Hochul and the state legislature to fix our broken parole system before another hero. See, they just think that this is about them and no one else. What about your behavior? What about the things you've said on record about these people of the last 30 years? Just, the whole the whole society is broken. Uh, Pix 11 News has been reporting on the release of inmates convicted of killing police officers for years. Former parole commissioner Carol Shapiro spoke with Pix 11 News not long, and remind you, they used to beat confessions out of people. And then these rubber stamping judges wouldn't even fucking entertain it. I mean, they kill people in prisons. Michael Stewart, I will remember to the day I die, killed in a holding cell in the 113. She looks like Chloe. Jennifer Lopez. Who's Chloe? I guess they couldn't find her. They found her in a field. Yeah, several days later, 3 days later. Well, not 3 days later, 3 hours later, right? Because after something like that, they go, "We're your partner," and you better not say I don't know. Where's your partner? I don't know. What the fuck do you mean you don't know? You're responsible for each other. And this is what you get, right? She's 25, she's young and she's fit. How old was her partner? Could he even run? Some of these guys drove cars for 10 years and didn't do shit. And then I mean, the amount of nonsense that goes on. Um, Former police commissioner Carol Shapiro spoke with Pix 11 News not long ago. Pix 11 News is a local New York station. 2008 release of Herman Bell at age 70. Bell spent 45 years in prison for the double assassination of NYPD patrolman Waverly Jones and Joseph Piagentini. I don't remember this, but I heard about it. And that committed with other members of the Black Liberation Army. This is when the peace movement went south and people were willing to shoot it out. Like I keep saying, don't act like people won't do it because people have done it before. But he spent 45 years in jail, right? So what is that? What was he, 35 when they caught him? So he spent twice as long, uh, not twice as long. He spent just as long of his life inside that and actually 10 years longer, right? At 70, and the PBA is just they're the enemies of peace in the galaxy, at this point, and act committed with other members of the Black Liberation Army. And I remember the Black Liberation Army. You know, they were around when I was a kid in Brooklyn. For many years, them and the Black Panthers, right? For many years, the older people in prison, their crime happened in the 80s and 90s, Shapiro had said. They had been in their younger teens. For many of the older people in prison, their crimes happened in the 80s and 90s, Shapiro has said. They may have been in their younger teens or 20s. Yeah, you warehouse them. That's what they called it. Shapiro has suggested that there should be a litmus test for parole board members. Can they look beyond the original crime? Can they look beyond the politics? She asked. When Jeter shot Lozado twice in the head, he was already on parole for attempted robbery in 1983 when he was 17. Lozado served with New York City Transit Police Department for 4 years after working 3 years as an auxiliary police officer. Yeah, I don't know if he should have got out. He sounds like a bad dude from the start. Um, God rest you. Yeah, they found it in the field. All right, the Symbionese Liberation Army. Yeah, that was yeah, man. That was the early '70s. After people got sick of marching peacefully and being attacked by the cops, right? And now here you have it again. People marching peacefully. People showing up to peaceful rallies with AR-15s. You're just primed for it to happen all over again. I'm not the great Kretschkin telling you the future. Like, oh, I remember this. I remember Patty Hearst, right? And what happened with her? Right now, she's in her giant Connecticut house, living off her hundreds of millions. Everyone else went to jail or is dead. So, so she had a movie career. This society is really goofy. It doesn't make any sense. Um, and I've been saying you need to really fix the criminal justice system, and that's the police and the judges and the corrections. But you know, all this while global warming occurs and there are more fires and there are more. Dan Reeves, former NFL coach, has died. Really? Wow, everybody's dying. How old was Dan Reeves? He was 77. Who died yesterday? Um, Betty White. She was 90. How old is Joe Biden? How old is Joe Biden? Joe Biden is 79 years old. All his peers are dying. She was 99. Um, who's the guy who died a couple of days ago? Ah, Madden. How old was Madden? He was 65, right? You know how we keep complaining about he keeps giving press conferences at like 1:30 in the afternoon. I think Saga Unjetti also called him out on that on their show. 1:30 in the afternoon. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, so what are we gonna do? We're trying to stop this presenting thing happening, all right? Um, yeah. I don't even know what time is it? Oh, right. Okay. I don't even know what to tell you. Uh, whew. Sit here all day going down YouTube rabbit holes. I was watching a guy build a bridge, and I mean, like a miniature Hoover Dam, like with cement and little rebar that he made out of a wire hanger that he put in the like cement blocks and made to give him stir and weight. And yeah, and I was like, huh. I'm gonna end up doing something with my hands. I was thinking about making a log cabin. I have a ton of chopsticks. Every time I get Chinese food, I don't eat it anymore. Um, I will get two chopsticks. Over the course, I've got like a bunch of chopsticks. And I was like, huh, I wonder what I can make with this. the thing that I think that's super simple that keeps coming to mind with my Dremel kit is a log cabin or a Liberty Bell or some wooden structure. But then I'm watching these guys, and they're actually building like mini houses with lights and shit, and they're doing like all the carpentry work, but just you know what? Maybe I'll show you one of what I'm talking about. So we're gonna have to move this thing up. Maybe it'll happen Monday. Um, Lord, I gotta tell you, I have to come up with a better hour because I'm sort of tired, and it's only 7:30. Like I'm not tired, like sleepy, but I'm in my wind down mode. Um, and I don't. All right, hold on. All right. So again, we're not gonna play this too much of it, Mr. Construction. Uh, hold on. See what I mean? So he digs a trench. Just show you some of the stuff, right? I'm very concerned about getting YouTube strikes for other people's YouTube stuff. I mean, look at the work. I mean, as hobbies go, you'd have to be a pretty good engineer and have a pretty good knowledge of architecture. I love this. I love this fucking idea. Excuse my language. Yeah, they don't know. Yeah, so all right. I mean, of course, they use some sort of like it's. I mean, good lord. So yeah, like I said, not all of it can be done in miniature. So this kind of, but you know, the idea that you built this miniature thing. Where's the rest of it? Build number one. Mini construction Hoover Dam. Well, let's see what the. Let's copy this. This is one. Where's number two? This is must be what he did. Is this the same guy? Construction General. So there's a whole bunch of them doing it. This is the one that I was looking at actually. Tiny World. Ah. So first of all, look at this. Look at this rebar that he designed. Right? So he's got a like, yeah, he's got his whole act together. Ah, look at this. This is pretty fucking amazing. So he's gonna span this gap with this with these rebar metal. Yeah. So hold on, we want to go back for a second. Look at this. Look at how much he has already. Let's move his arm. All of this is going to hold back water and power something on this tiny little scale. It's kind of friggin' ridiculous. It really is sort of amazing. Ship in a bottle type stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do a ship in a bottle. Maybe I'm not know what you're talking about. Not very. I mean, we didn't get to play in the sand a lot as a kid. But that's the magic of now, right? You can sort of get into these hobbies. Uh, I would love to build something like this. So, right, he smooths it all out. Hold on. What's Yeah, the music is horrible. Um, yeah, arched it. It's pretty amazing, man. I think this is pretty, as hobbies go, this is one that I can totally get behind. I mean, I think it's dedication to several things going on here, right? And one, you can see in the build what you have to know a fair amount, like, uh, geometry, right? Um, these arches, right? These angles. You have to know some architecture, like you're building this stuff. Um, and you have to know a little bit about construction. People build houses. People build all sorts of like. I saw one guy build like, yeah, a house with cement and I don't think they were chopsticks, but they were like small dowels. Pretty amazing. Oh, look at this one. He's wearing the mask. So yeah, how interesting are you? And if you're really interesting, how interesting will your YouTube channel be? All right, let's stop this. Stop. There you go. All right. Yeah, sandcastles. I was always too run around and to mess with sandcastles. Hop into super cold water, hop out the super cold water. Hop into super cold water, hop out the super. Happy New Year, man. I hope all is good for you. So far, so good. Um, yeah, so far, so good. It's been fairly decent. I wonder if I can. Nah, it probably won't happen. All right, we won't even cut that on. Uh, yeah, it's been a pretty good New Year so far. So far, so good. It was 77 degrees here today. It was warm AF. And I was like, oh, all right. Um, Sunny, 77 degrees, first day of January. That's like in the movie where everybody's like, oh man, it's a beautiful day. And by the end of the movie, the whole world has gone to shit. You're like, God damn it. It's, I don't want to say this, but it sort of reminded me of like 9/11. I remember waking up on 9/11 and like, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful freaking fall day. It was clear. It was sunny. It was mild. It was nice. It was a nice day. Um, yeah. So that's where we are. We have to. We were supposed to do some. Why is this not fixed? We were supposed to do some piano playing and guitar playing. Uh, that guitar, man, it's just really killing me. I have to practice my all the stuff that I'm supposed to be learning in the last few months. I have to re-practice them. My C is horrible. I learned two C's. I learned this one. Actually, it's this one. Right to deaden that top E string. Ugh. So God only knows, man. We will see. That's might be what I that might be that might be what I'm gonna do later rounds. That might be what I'm gonna end up doing later on today. Cause I have got to tell you, I am in vacation mode. I'm gonna have to figure this out because I have to get up at 6. Um, and I don't want to stream earlier than 7. But at the same time, I don't want to stream at 2 in the morning. Uh, which I understand is a good time to be streaming. I don't know. I'm still working it all out. The whole thing is a work in progress. So until I figure it out, I'm gonna be here at 7, because I have to come and have to cut on all the lights. And we had this conversation, right? I get hungry and I can't cook, so it should be later. Should it be later? It should be later. We, you know what? We're going to change the hours of this show, like literally every 90 days. We really are, and I think it's been about 90 days since we really changed it. I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna look at what the most popular hours are to do it. Um, right? I talk politics. I mean, the music stuff can be anytime, but yeah, I don't know. My fingers feel fat. That's the problem. I never felt like my fingers before. They just did stuff. Now that I need them to do something, all of a sudden they feel weighted and kind of like clumsy. Uh, I grew up drawing, taught myself how to draw, and it's been years since I actually really pulled out a pen and actually attacked the canvas. And I think I'm going to try and do that. I used to sit and draw, and I would draw for like 3 or 4 hours. Sit up, stretch, go get some water, go to the bathroom, walk around, come back, and then look at it, and then finish drawing. Right? You could lose yourself in the page, and I sort of miss that kind of connection to something. And I feel that I've been away from it so long that I might not be able to get it back. What are you gonna do, right? So we'll see. Ah, man, it is nice out. What's the weather outside?
It's currently clear and 72 degrees.
72 degrees. It was 79 degrees today. Ooh-wee. It's gonna rain tomorrow. I guess tomorrow will be a good day for me to uh, get my New Year's cleaning done, which I have not done. I can start in this room or my bedroom or the kitchen or the den or the living room. I said this before. The problem with being a bachelor, um, you cannot clean up after yourself. Like you'll leave that there and that there before you know it, the place is a mess, and then you're regretting cleaning it up as the problem accumulates. Um, but we're gonna have to attack it. We're just gonna have to. I'm already in spring mode. Like the first of the year, I'm like, yeah, let's go, let's get it. Um, so I'm in spring mode. I'm already looking to where I might be if I can sort of come up with a decent practice session and streaming schedule between work and all that. And finally commit, man, because yeah, I didn't want to not stream today, but I'm not ready to stream in the other location I was going to stream in. Uh, so I want to come here. So please like and subscribe my Twitch channel, my YouTube channel. I'll be mostly over there this year. Right? Uh, and it's gonna be fun. We're gonna knock it out. I think the podcast, can we even call these short nuggets hour long daily hits podcasts? I don't think so. My podcast used to be really interesting. They're still online if you want to go over and check it out. Everything's archived for your pleasure. Um, it's gonna be good. I haven't. I don't want to tempt fate, but I have a feeling, knock on wood, that this year might be a good year. He shot her twice in the head and he got parole. He got 32 and a half years to life. Well, here's the thing, to life. So he's on parole. He gets out. He gets to be out on parole forever. Right? So he was 20. Now he's, how old was he? 56. If he jaywalks wrong or does whatever, he can be sent back to jail. Right? So it's not like he's a free man. You know, if you get into a fist fight, you violate parole, you're going back, and it's forever. I don't agree with, 5 years to life is bullshit. Give somebody a day and a day. And first of all, we know that the whole thing is bullshit anyway and unfair and arrogantly mean spirited. It's very draconian, right? But having said that, you know, if you commit a heinous and horrible murder like this one, that should have been 25 to 50 years, right? And then he would still have 15 years to do. But you should get out. Stop acting like 50 years is no time to do in the joint, in jail. And then all these people have dubious fucking legal careers, putting people in jail so they can get elected. Uh, they're never looked into, like the cops are never looked into. So you act like it's above board and you fucking know it's not. So make the thing above board. You know, if you're a car thief, if you can get 6 months to 3 years and that's it, you shouldn't be a car thief doing 30 years because some arrogant judge wants you to. Like this guy with the truck driver, I mean, 110 years. For murders, he didn't, not murders, but for manslaughter, right? I mean, a runaway truck. I mean, I don't even know. You should look at the laws. How you don't? It's not like he got up in the morning to kill people in his delivery job, and he ends up with more time than most rapists and murderers get. Why was he able to get that much time? Because all through American history, somebody was going, "We're going to be tough on crime. We're going to be tough on the blacks. We're going to be tough on the Hispanics. We're going to," and everybody just makes these dark and harsh laws that I keep telling you. Yeah, there's the days of uh, we're writing these laws for the black people are over. You can applaud them, and then as soon as you walk out, they will grab your ass because you violated one. And now it's like these sex laws, right? They can't stop prostitution, so now everybody's a sex trafficker. It's amazing, amazing, right? And then they're glad-handed. All these women who wanted these laws now all of a sudden have a very different opinion of it when it's someone they like Bill Clinton or Andrew Cuomo, right? And then they attack those women. So these are the people running the justice system. People should not do 1,000 years in jail. It should be reviewed, absolutely reviewed. And the worst thing you should get, you know, I mean, 30 years is no small amount of time. And the only people who should get, in my opinion, it's my stupid opinion, the only people who should get more time than 30 years for anything other than killing and rape uh, should be people who betray the country, treason, right? Stop acting like you can do 30 years on your head. Stop acting like the Justice Department is fair and run well. And whatever, no matter what you did, you deserve the sentence that you got. People are doing way more time than they deserve, boxed into poverty, right? And other people are just connected and just criminal as fuck, and they're not being looked into at all. So don't even get me started. Bum 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 bum. Do we want to try and look and see if there is any news? It's 8 o'clock. It's 77 degrees, baby, baby. See, my fingers feel fat. I have been playing guitar all day and mad at myself because I cannot go from the C chord to the G chord to the D chord back to the G chord, or from the C chord, or from the D chord to the C chord. I was about to show you. It's bad. I showed you some yesterday. It's bad. Uh, and I'm realizing that some of the stuff I knew I had a problem, but it didn't work on. I need to double down and work on. Like my strumming, not awesome. My pick holding, where's the pick? This is the one I was using. Where's the one I was using? Because I was trying to pick, pluck slowly. All right, well, it's around here somewhere. Um, God dang it. All right, well, yeah, it's around here somewhere. There's a metronome. Dang, dang it. I don't put my pick in the guitar. I leave it on the table, and I'm always looking for new picks. Is this it? This is not it. This is heavy. These are all nice, but not it. Ooh, this is nice and light. Maybe this isn't. This isn't it because it's bright green. But all right, so I have trouble going from this while I mute the top E string and the rattle. Hear that? I know no one's cutting grass this late at night. Not clean. I don't know. I don't even know what to do. So they're t- they're they're telling me to go through the whole thing super slow, like metronome, set on like super duper slow. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I need to find another C. This is B. This is C. This is D. This is E. This is F. This is G. This is A. Back to A. All right. Yeah, my B chord is trash as well. My F chord is not much better. This is D. This is E. Hold it. D. E. F. All right. God only knows. Where am I gonna put this so I don't lose this? Cause I like this for now. Where's my other freaking picks? Anywho, this is what happens when I'm not covering the news. My brain will wander. I'm already getting to like a guitar head frame. Uh, I haven't watched The Witcher yet. Maybe I'll do that and pluck away. I need to get a new electric guitar. I realize, and I have still yet to set up this whole area. Remember, it's the new year, man. What do you plan for the new year? Uh, Trying to be a streamer, trying to be a musician, trying not to go crazy. That's what we're doing in the new year. Um, I want to say tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, right? Yeah, Sunday the 2nd. But definitely by Monday, we're gonna be playing some video games. I wonder if I could fire up. You want to try it? Let's try it. It's not gonna be good. All right, let's go over here. How come? What's going on here? There it is. Okay. We don't need that. All right, we got a nice new world here. We can close this. Thank you. Let's go. Oh, there's a volcano in the middle of my island. I don't like that. All right. Why don't we do this? Why don't we take the God finger and get rid of this volcano? First of all, we need. Yeah, that'll be about right. Let's wipe the volcano out of existence. This is a game where you can be God, and it's nice. Another cool thing is so like just because I got rid of the volcano, it takes a while for the lava to go, the fire to go out. Good Lord. Okay, yeah, something's still burning. What is still burning over here? I thought we put this out. All right, so yeah, no volcano. Okay, so we want a volcano though. Let's go over here. We'll take a volcano, and we'll put it. Do we want to put it in this lagoon? You know what? Let's put it out here. Let's put it here. So yeah. So that will be a lovely volcano. And now we will seed the land. Okay. Now things will grow like berries and trees. And now we'll put some people on it. Well, first we put some chickens, because chickens. 2 chickens, 3 chickens, 4 chickens. All right. There are going to be a billion chickens on that part of the 3 here, 3 here. What is over here already? What is that? It's a beehive. Okay, the bees have pollinated this island. What is that? Trees. Um, okay, some bunny rabbits. Let's get some bunnies because nobody just likes to eat chicken. Ooh, let's get some dwarves. Ooh, okay. They already started a society. We'll stick some humans at this end of the island. They 10 already. All right. Oh wait, well they get along so. But if I put an orc down here somewhere, somebody's gonna come and find them. Here you go. Let's go look at what the orc is doing. There he is. Oh, what did they? What? I guess they're killing these chickens. Those are my orcs. The orcs are out here killing chickens. Uh, and here they come. Here come the orcs. Not the orcs. The dwarves looking to kill the Let's give a couple of sheep. And before you know it, you've got a giant world. But we're not going to invest too much in it because I hear tell that there's a comet coming. Yep, see what I told you? Here's another one. Ugh, that's not good. Fickle god shit. Uh, let's wipe this whole thing out. Actually, I gotta tell you. Let's go over here and make the whole place full of water. I gotta tell you. I'm very impressed with how this is holding up. So now, look at the water rush in. All right. There is no there's no world. My canvas is blank. All right, so let's go here. How about this? How about let's go here. Ha 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 ha. All right, so now we go back here. We get seeds of life and hope, and we dump it all over the place so stuff can grow. Well, all right, now we get some trees. All right, and we get some berries, and we litter the place with gold because trust me, cash rules everything around us. Dollar dollar bill, y'all. All right, now we take a volcano. We drop this thing in the middle of this. Watch it that get ridiculous, and then we take a cow. Cows eat grass. That's good. We take some rabbits. Don't drop the rabbits in the middle of the ocean, man. Um, Cows, rabbits, and sheep. Come here, sheep. There you go. All right, so now we need fresh water. Oh wait, hold on. Do we even want to put a? All right, hold on. We might need fresh water here. Let's shrink this down a little bit. All right, hold on. All right. So is this gonna be right? I think this is gonna be right. All right. Yeah. Okay. So we got fresh water rolling through there. I'm trying not to make islands, right? So nobody has to walk forever to get back. That looks like I'm so bad with rivers. All right. So. Oh wow. We can get rid of this jetty. Hey, look, we're playing games on Haps. Is it even possible? All right. So what do we got? Do we have people? Okay, we need you. And we need you. You know, let's use. All right. Do we have trees? Huh. I cannot believe that we're holding up. All right, let's see what we got. We need trees. And then we go over here. We shut this down. We put on aggression, storms and hurricanes. And then we go over to the time and we speed it up and see what we get. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna save this because I like the way this world looks. These are my original worlds. I think I'm good with get. Yeah, this one became a hot mess. I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to save the world. Yeah, perfect. Save current world to this spot. Warning: the previous saved world. Yeah, save it. Yeah. All right. So look, that is what I got. So now this is saved. We're not even gonna play the whole thing. Quit the game. Kadoom. Yes, we're gonna quit. Um. Yeah. All right. That wasn't bad. That was not bad. Um. I have to see how it looks, but that wasn't bad. Let's close this. And here I is. All right, so we are gonna end this here. It's been an hour. I'm not really starving. I don't want to say I'm starving, but all of a sudden I'm waking up and now I want to play a game. You know what? Also, else is the problem. This chair. This chair is excellent for drawing at a drawing table, but this table is a little. It's a little too high for this table, and it's definitely too high for this table. So I need to buy a gaming chair. I hate to say it, a gaming chair. Um, First world problems, people. First world problems. Uh, but the thing that why I haven't is because this chair gets uncomfortable after a while, and that tells me that I've been sitting too long. Delaine's brother says she won't be a rat. Nobody cares what she has to say anyway. And at this point, your jailers decide who can talk to you. So now your story won't ever get out because they're gonna put you at the bottom of a freaking, prison or whatever. Uh, she's never gonna see the light of day. Who's gonna partner? And the thing is, she knows two presidents, Clinton and Trump. So it's not like she doesn't know powerful people. Outrageous. The whole thing is ridiculous. Whole thing is ridiculous. Something tells me she's gonna pass away in jail. Or, I mean, look, the only people who who are Teflon in this thing is Trump and Clinton. They're former presidents, uh, right? They're more important than you. That's what I hate to say it, but that's the way the system works. Trump and Clinton and Prince Andrew. He's royalty. Everyone else can go to jail. Everyone else can be murdered off if they want to write a tell-all book or have some tape like that dress. Can you imagine if you look if there was video and someone said, "Give me money," that guy died in a crash already, and all his stuff was taken over by the government or somebody in it. Uh, and if you went to the press was like, "I got this video," those people are also in bed with the power structure. They'll just tell them who you are and where you are, and they'll likely be happy to buy it from you, or from $1 million and then take it, and they'll destroy it, right? But the idea that you some Starbucks waitress or you some socialite is going to dislodge these people. It's not going to happen. I mean, people always keep talking about Trump going to jail. I'm just when those people talk, I just kind of roll my eyes because they're not serious or they don't know a lot about politics. And politics is about elites and money and dirty dealings and getting people drunk and high and getting them laid and doing all this other weird golf club, us boys only, we're better than those guys. Those the rules don't apply to us kind of attitude. You're never gonna get rid of that. Never gonna get rid of it. Um, you can battle it back, but people gave up on it, and now they're trying to ride the beast. You have to dislodge these people and then cart them all off and put them all in jail, and then within 100 years, 50 years, likely 10, there'll be a whole new cadre of people doing the same thing. So dance with the devil, right? Uh, her brother said she wouldn't rat. I'm pretty sure she would like. That's what he's telling us. But I'm pretty sure she would like tell them I won't say anything, or tell them I know something about so and so to get me out of here. Either way, it didn't work. I'm sure whatever she had, trump card she had to play, she tried to play it, attempted to play it. Ghislaine, what a name, Ghislaine. I wonder if they called her Jizz. It's probably just called a Laney. Look, hey, and all for sex. This is the thing. Sex is nice and all, but sex with the world? Why do you need to have sex with the world? Random everybody's. And these were killed kids, but still. Weird, creepy shit. You want to have wild and crazy sex? Okay. Have it with one or two, at tops three people. Put them in your rotation. Then let them all know each other. It's like your COVID circle. Let them all know about each other so they're not bringing new people in, right? Um, it's nobody's telling you not to have sex or be sexual or to. I mean, look, gay people. Some people are cutting off their what is their hoo ha's, and other people are having hoo ha's installed. Right? No one gives a fuck who you're fucking. Keep it legal, knucklehead. You know what? I don't care if you buy a house with two hot chicks or two ugly chicks, and you talk about, oh yeah, we shop and we like to bake together, and then but on Wednesday, which is our night, we just get the freaking dirty, dirty, nasty, dirty, dirty, and everybody's like, oh my goodness, who cares, man? Right? And that's the way you gotta look at it. Um, but all the crime, Sunday service. Yeah, are we having Sunday service tomorrow? Man, I gotta tell you, I get comfortable. I'm laying up in bed. Yeah, I'm gonna commit to do it. We gotta get back on schedule. If we do that tomorrow, we'll be on Twitch when Tuesday, Monday. Wait, where am I? Who am I? What's my name? We're gonna be gaming heavily or on on Twitch some heavy duty games. But it's nice that my low key kind of like lay back gods because I can play that game for 3 hours. We can oh Sunday service. Maybe we'll play that Sunday service where we're God and we get to populate this world. Every Sunday, maybe we'll do that on Haps. We'll be back Sunday servicing on Haps. Uh, yeah, man. I gotta tell you, I gotta charge some of these batteries before they die completely on me. Um, swing low, sweet chariot. Yeah, watch it. You can end up buying so much stuff you forget what it does. Uh, and that's what life does, right? You end up collecting shit. At this point, I want to get rid of all that stuff. I just want to try and learn a little music, learn a couple of editing techniques, play some video games online, and see if I can do that between work and sleep, old man style. All right, I guess that's it. Uh, yeah, we're gonna be back tomorrow for Sunday service, 8 o'clock. Be there or be square. I have a million pounds of laundry to do. I should start now. If I start now, I'm gonna be doing it till about 2 in the morning, and then I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna sleep right through Sunday service. I wonder if I miss Sunday service at 8, if I should just get up and do it at 9 or 10 or 11 or 12. It never entered my mind to do it at a later time. We'll discuss it tomorrow. Sunday service tomorrow, 8 a.m. Have your coffee. Speaking of coffee, do I need to run out and get milk? I think I have milk. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, William, for Sunday service. Uh, where we out here saving souls. Remember, if you show up for Sunday service and you spend 10 minutes with us, your soul is good for 2 weeks. Um, I have it on ultra good authority. Um, God told me, prove me wrong. All right, we will see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. for Sunday service. Uh, may the Maker bless and keep you. And if you don't believe, may your faith bless and keep you. Either way, we're not trying to argue with you. All right, we will see you in the next one. And the next one is tomorrow. That is a good one. Am I COVID proof? I still want to say yeah. But that is no. If you say yeah, the world comes to your door with all kind of retributions and recriminations. Um, no, you still got to get a COVID booster, a shot, as well as a whiskey chaser just to make sure. Um, what was that? Okay, that was my what's the for who's it's. So remember, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it's the new year. Now's the time you can change stuff. There's a lot of miserable people who tell you how starting new things and people always quit and don't and yam and cry. Ignore those people. There's a lot of them. You gotta start cutting those people back out of your life because they're nothing but naysayers and negative people, and they stay in the way of you doing anything. Whether you, because first before you can do anything, you got to begin to think differently, right? No one goes, oh, I can't wait to go and climb that mountain to die on it. No one does that, right? But first you go, oh, I think I'm gonna climb that mountain. What would I have to do to climb that mountain? What would I have to wear? What would I have to? How much rope would I need? Before you know it, you're engaged in the idea of climbing this mountain. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, you ain't gonna climb no mountain. What's wrong with you? That's what. And then before you know it, now you're battling two things. You're battling the things you want to do, and this onslaught from your flank by somebody that you generally like. So you gotta get rid of it. You gotta get rid of them. You gotta do the thing. Have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. Get your COVID shots. Uh, Date a girl or two or three. Don't cheat on anybody. Let them all know what's going on. And if they want to be willing participants uh, in the grand sexual greatness that is you, that's the way you got to do it. Because in this era, everybody's crying about being the victim of everything. And you got to make sure everything's above board. Um, we'll see you tomorrow. Sunday service. 8. Be there with your coffee, Danish or donut. And like I said, it's good for 2 weeks. Save your soul for 2 weeks. I think we're gonna do a Sunday service every day this year. Maybe that's the small goal we'll set this early on. All right, ladies and gentlemen. William, take care of yourself. We will see you in the next one, and the next one is tomorrow. Happy New Year for today, January the 1st of 2022. Uh, the, I don't know if the world is your oyster, but this year could be your oyster. Write that thing, sing that song, play that instrument, go back to school, get that degree. It starts someplace, right? Uh, I fucking have faith in you because somebody's got to. All right. Peace and hair grease. I'm out.